Okay, so number 10. Harashayim hey maleim charatos. Wicked people are filled with charata, with regret. With regrets. This is from Sheva Masur. Behem einim yodim klal ma'al charata, but they really don't know what they're regretting. They have this feeling of regret. Some type of feeling of regret, but they don't know why they feel that way. Kizel ba'atzmo shehem is gavrim. This itself, when they start, misgabrim be'inyan rishasam, ze ba'atzmo charata. So when they start becoming more wicked, that itself is a form of charata, or the fact that they don't know gives them charata. It's not really clear. What?
Is this during the act of Russia or afterwards?
Just thinking, just in general, that's what they feel. Not. It's saying they don't know. It's not that he didn't act. No, just in general. In general. Because they don't know what it is. So it's not that they just didn't act, now they feel regret. It's just that they have this feeling of regret all the time. They don't know what it is.
That's interesting. So you think a seasoned bad person has no regret. A real bad guy, a real criminal.
Well, they really say there is no real bad guy. Every person deep down wants to do what's right. There's a lot of... even the biggest gangsters in America felt like they were just public servants. What? Right. Al Capone also was it Two Gun Curly? Is that Two Gun Tully? So he had like a note, like when they found his body, like he had just shot an officer. He got pulled over. And like he had some water, something. He just pulled out a gun and just shot the officer, and then he was running, and he ended up dying in a shootout. And it just said like I'm really a nice guy and just trying to protect myself or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think he wasn't killed, but he wasn't killed. He was shot, but he wasn't killed. And he went on his way to the electric chair. He said, "This is what I get for just trying to protect myself." So really, at the end of the day, none of these people really. Every person has some good at heart. They really no one really feels like they're Russia. So now these different thoughts of regret come to their head. So they have to fight it. They start thinking doubts, right? Because there's such a Russia or whatever they're doing. They believe this is what I'm supposed to be doing. The biggest drug dealer, mobster, murderer, whatever you want. But this is their life. This is what they have to be doing. So then some sort of doubt about what I'm doing, a little bit of regret. No, I have to get rid of that. So they strengthen their rishus, their evilness even more. Also like two people that are fighting each other. So when a person sees the other guy is becoming a little more powerful than him, so then he has to bring up strength even more against the other guy. When the evilness, like the HaRan, when the evilness sees that some person is beginning to do good, that some goodness is now being awakened in this person. So then it awakens even more. The evilness has to try even harder. Understand. This is very important. It's a very big principle in Avodas Hashem. For every person, according to their level. So that the more a person wants to come close to Hashem, a person starts doing teshuvah. The Yetzer Hara sees this and has to try even more. Like it's already explained in another place. A person needs to be wise in this way. Common strategy to win the war, to overpower the evil. with great strengthening and all the time. Ashrei Zeichel Netzach Mechama. Happy is one who wins this war. So really, if you think about it, so number one, we're talking about us, every individual situation. We're trying to do tshuva. The Yetzer Hara knows that right now it could be beat, so it tries even harder. But another thing is, we know we're now in the generation Ekvis de Mashiach, right? The birth pangs of Mashiach, or the generation before the Mashiach, right? Now it's these times. So what's going to happen in the end? The Yetzer Hara is going to be shafted. The Yetzer Hara knows this, that there is going to be an end. So Dafka, this generation, the Yetzer Hara, is trying its hardest to stop us. And we see this now. What's the biggest Yetzer Hara of this generation? It's a riots, right? That's the biggest Yetzer Hara of this generation. Sort of share from Rabbi Schaefer, the Shmuz, I think Schaefer, right? So he said, previous generation was money. The Yetzer Hara, but there was money. People came to America. They had issues with money, keeping a job. Shabbos meant, can I feed my family or keep Shabbos? It was a big Yetzer Hara for people. He said that's why they started the Hashkama menu, so people could go to the shul on Shabbos before they went to work. So that was, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. It's ironic.
It's an amazing thing.
Yeah.
So people, that was the Yetzer Hara then. Now people don't have this problem. Baruch Hashem, we're living in a time we don't know what poverty is. Even people that think they're poor, Baruch Hashem, there's still community in this. How many times do you ever see a Jew, God forbid, living in the streets with nothing? Like, unless they're mentally ill, you really don't see it nowadays, Baruch Hashem. I don't know what's in there.
People in America don't understand what true poverty is unless you go to a third world country.
When we were in Ukraine walking around, somebody goes, man, look how poor these people are.
Like,
It's
not
poor.
right?
They have a roof. You understand when people in this world don't have a roof?
I have no idea. But now, and he was talking about, like, if you look in the past, 20, 30 years, how the Yetzer Hara has gotten the whole American people. 50 years ago, 40 years ago, it was completely different. Like, the Beatles were banned. They burned their records because it said, I want to hold your hand. They canceled the program because Lucy, because she was pregnant. You can even say they were pregnant on TV. Now, I don't know. I don't even watch so much. I remember in high school, like 12 years ago, PG movies, PG-13, or regular random movies. I couldn't believe the garbage they put in just regular television, regular things. The body parts and whatever they started to show, and just the regular thing. I couldn't believe it. Language. And now, like, all this stuff, and legalizing same-sex marriages and all this. Like, so much, Rahman al-Islam. So many horrible, horrible things, but it happened in such a quick time. When our parents were young, you get beat up for, same sex and this and so many things. People had so many more, different morals based on the Bible and the Goyim. And just things changed drastically. He said it's a nace. It was a miracle. Miracle doesn't always have to be a good thing, right? It was a miracle. It is mamish and nace that it happened so fast. To turn so quickly. It's clearly from Hashem. This, it's in your face. Now you can't avoid it. You really can't. It's on our phones. It's even in the Beis Medrash. Right? It has a way to get in. Everywhere. Nowhere is safe. This is it. The Yetzer Hara is bringing all that it can to stop us. And this is really, you guys understand, this is one of the main mission in our door. Almost every person. And in some way, every person has this issue. Whole Indian. Shemiras Beis, whatever, but this is the Yetzer Hara's main tool now to get us in the generation before Mashiach. We have to just fight. Keep fighting.
I will survive.